Hello and welcome back to INMR, where today I'll be explaining the real reason Spurs signed Dominic Solanke. His football journey has been marked by unfulfilled promise, but after his standout season with Bournemouth last year, he's finally secured that top six move. 65 million it cost Spurs, which is a record transfer fee, and this move of course represents a big step forward for both Solanke and Spurs as they aim to capitalise on his recent form and integrate him into Postecoglou's dynamic system. The 2023-24 season was pivotal for Solanke, who after years of struggle finally proved he belonged at the highest level. Having started his career at Chelsea and Liverpool, Solanke was once a highly rated prospect, but his early Premier League years were disappointing, and even after joining Bournemouth, he only managed 3 goals in his first 42 Premier League appearances. However, last season under Andoni Iraola, Solanke transformed his game. Iraola's style proved to be the perfect fit for Solanke, who thrived as the focal point of Bournemouth's attack and finished the season on 19 league goals. Solanke's improvement was driven by his ability to get into dangerous scoring positions more frequently. He averaged more shots, non-penalty goals and touches in the opponent's box per 90 minutes than in any other previous season. These stats placed him among the Premier League's elite attackers, which highlighted his readiness for the move. Solanke's work off the ball was equally as good, as he led the league in pressures in the final third and pressures in the final third resulting in a turnover. This relentless pressing will be great at Tottenham, who led the league in pressures in the final third under Postecoglou last year. Tottenham's need for a reliable forward has been evident. Richarlison had an okay campaign last year. He got 11 goals in 28 appearances, and while he's somewhat effective, Solanke's physicality, heading ability and much better pressing stats offer a clear upgrade. Solanke's development under Iraola made him more suited to Postecoglou's system, which demands that the centre forward stays high up the pitch, pressuring centre backs and getting into prime goal scoring positions. Last season, Solanke proved that he could thrive with low involvement in build-up play, which is an important trait for Postecoglou's strikers. His role at Bournemouth required him to stay in central areas, often capitalising on quality crosses and counter-attacks, much of what is going to be expected from him at Tottenham. For Spurs, signing Solanke represents a step forward in backing Postecoglou's long-term vision. The club is focused on building a squad capable of consistently challenging for top 4 finishes, and Solanke fits this ambition perfectly. So if we quickly take a brief look at Postecoglou's tactics, sort of give you a refresh of what we've seen from him last season, and then once I've finished explaining his tactics, we'll take a look at how those 3 new signings fit into the system. So, Ange Postecoglou's arrival at Tottenham introduced a dynamic offensive style focused on fluidity and high pressing. His build-up play is quick and versatile, and Postecoglou uses a 3-3-5 formation in the early build-up, with inverted fullbacks aiding in central overloads and reducing space for quicker passes, which allows Tottenham to bypass the opposition press effectively. As they advance up the pitch, Spurs shift to a 2-3-5 formation. Obviously, now that the goalkeeper's not involved, they've lost their player, but they still have that numerical superiority in the final third, especially in the wide and half space areas, where they exploit 2v1 situations. Tottenham frequently target the space between the opposition's centre-half and full-back, using underlaps and diagonal runs to disrupt defensive lines and create goal-scoring opportunities. Postecoglou's high press is man-to-man and aggressive, aiming to force turnovers by overloading the ball side, limiting the opposition's ability to build up from the back. So how do the new signings fit into that system? Let's start off with Odegaard. I think his pace, dribbling and versatility are going to allow him to thrive as the wide forward or number 10 in Postecoglou's attacking 2-3-5 formation, adding creativity and directness to Tottenham's attack. His ability to exploit spaces in wide area aligns well with the team's emphasis on width and high pressing. Gray's vision and ball distribution will be key in Postecoglou's midfield. His ability to control the tempo and execute quick transitions fits the manager's philosophy perfectly. His defensive tenacity and intelligence will also support Tottenham's pressing and midfield structure. Finally, Solanke is going to be the central focal point in Postecoglou's attack, using his strength and hold-up play to link with midfielders and create chances for wide forwards. His work rate and pressing ability also make him the perfect fit for Postecoglou's high-intensity pressing system. Overall, I think Spurs can definitely achieve Champions League football this season, and I think they could challenge for 3rd position behind title favourites Man City and Arsenal. They head into the new season as one of the most exciting teams in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new heights they reach in the near future. That is where I'm going to end today's podcast, but there's plenty more that you can go and listen to. For extra content, check out my website inmrfootball.co.uk. On there you can find match reports, live blogs, club updates and so much more. And if that's not enough, INMR is also on Instagram and X, so you can go and follow me on both of those platforms. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you in the next one.